let's go to the about AEW, the full story about tonight's. So this is a breakdown of AEW Dynamite. So I'm just part of the story and a part of just rivalries between it like that. So anyone can subscribe to in this serial, anyone can subscribe to, and you get one enough application below on my screen, below enough application below. So anyone can buy something on my anyone can buy Tanya Switch 2, you get WWE 2K26, you can get a lot. I'm gonna talk about that later on. WWE 2K26 with slight updates in Windows. So let's go break down the full live. So let's go live right here. So in two separate ways. So yes, it was a number one spot in a national championship casino garlic. Bobby Lashley against Ricochet match. Also last time in absence, Samoa Joe on defeating Bobby Lashley and Ricochet and Hook to on in AEW Men's World Championship match at Full Gear on October October 29th. After of Ricochet, the man after a microphone before the match, after to a mocking a crowd like MVP, after in everyone in the casino garlic. So Bobby Lashley wanted to wait until the referee allowed him to fight and so slam the one and only onto the case of Hackney at the ringside. After of Ricochet fought back, but after for a spill was a victory, and this was mostly squashes. After this deposit, Ricochet is getting in some gesture offense in a short amount of time. After once, the one and only had revealed for several minutes for the Heat to start. After the so it was clear that they voting Heat for a one side afraid to follow. After at some point, Bobby Lashley and Ricochet should have a more complete contest together, but the full story of this whole assassinate doesn't make sense. So, I just said a one and only was similarly reporting to evolve the bill winning and it paid for it at once the Almighty was enlaces. As it was not the most exciting opening for AEW, but it was a fun, easy crowd pop to open the night that is set up. Bobby Lashley has a endorsement for anyone will feel is a casino garlic. Also after this win through it is more likely that Ricochet and winning then Bobby Lashley will win a national championship and this is for the best the Almighty makes most sense going for the overall title. So, in the winner of this match, Bobby Lashley. So, Agent of Ricochet came out and about Eagles Fly. Agent just hoodie and started his promo by suing of his favorite team. And while he was marking the New England Patriots. Okay, this does not make any sense. For Ricochet, Ricochet said, "Go Eagles fly." This is what he said after this promo announcement. I just said a one and only to deliver a high pitched. There was a scream as the Almighty so slim him and clean out the ring. So here's the next match. They got the Young Bucks and Sauce Alexander against Sky Flight. I never heard that name before. It's just about Top Flight instead of Sky. This would not make any sense. So I was thinking about AEW could put the Top Flight instead of Sky Flight. This would not make any sense. So as it last time in Athens, Matt Saxon, Nick Saxon, Sauce Alexander alongside with a photo star, Carla Fossil. He wasn't on defeating him and Adam Pace and Ken Omega and Safe Speed on Dynamite and as a Timber Sword, Skyflight. I hate that name. Skyflight. I'm gonna call him Top Flight instead of Sky. This does not make any sense. I get in Honolulu and take what's it Honolulu to ring a Hossy on defeating the John Caddis family on the conclusion August 20th. I just said a Young Bucks and Sauce Alexander. Every day started to stay on the same pace. At the end of most, causing them has a Dr. Martin got rolling late. After taking out Doris Martin and Scope Sky outside the Young Bucks lead out Dante with an indie tackle followed by Sauce Alexander before set a tap out with an angled lock, and afterward it was John Caddis demanding his answer from the Young Bucks. It wasn't demanding and even it wasn't pointing them to join the John Caddis family. Okay. After of Ken Omega arrived before said answer, the Walking Ribbon caught him in an angled lock, and then Caddis demanded that Matt and Nick hit him with a BTE trigger. Agent of Service Express arrived to make the receive clear, so ring with the clear. Agent of the Young Bucks had been on the subject hero into the ring that yes it was a lead down in the combat persons, but it was still a strong trios battle. Adding in popular Scover Sky, Top Flight looked a great throughout and taking was also a hill teams and was it Moscus and his discretion. I just said he was needed to win ahead of the $1,000 match, but hopefully this in scope of sky. After enforcing a performance against the Florida Star, called Fossil on a closing against Sky Flight. I don't remember this team names instead of Sky Flight. Just put a type flight instead of Sky. After more time on TV. I just said it teases the teenage for Young Bucks. The lucky face returning to Elite this Saturday at Full Gear has most of money stakes, but some more independent muscle stakes for Matt and Nick and against. And this could be a massive show for AEW stable Dynamite has a John Cass family of Dead Wallace and Elite cut sings by the end of the pay-per-views. So, in the winner of this match, Sauce Alexander, Matt and Nick Saxon. After AEW retired to highlight its history, after the Young Bucks at Full Gear, but this was most advocates also producers moving by to the Young Bucks backstage and talking with Renee Paquette. As it indicates before this match, Lesnar has the Young Bucks tied to Bill. Moment Sauce Alexander force a tag in, starting the advocates between the away trails. Dodging resolved the BTE trigger was sending the Young Bucks ahead forced into its own den and lead them both inside with a smaller suit into when Zach Perry ran in with his assault. This shovel he grabbed his weapon of a shovel. Magic and while Luchasaurus had a vacuum. So here's a next match of number 2 spot in a National Championship Casino Garlic. So we got Sergio Bossman, who goes 1-on-1 against Speedball Mike Bailey. So obviously last time in Asses, Speedball Mike Bailey alongside Mondego, Kevin Knight, and Sue Robinson are defeating FTR and AFI are on the collision on November 15th. After a Sergeant Bossman with Bobby Lashley and MVP lost to the OPPS on Dynamite October 22nd. So, Sergeant Bossman and Speedball Mike Bailey went at it into the ring throughout this contest, but the gold standard will not stay down. Also after the referee, besides the force super kick pinfall, was not enough to send the Bossman toss the Speedball around and he finished it with all over super kick. After a bad finish hurt in all ways, exciting back and forth, conscious Mike Bailey in such a Bossman look, what he will again. This will be after we scoring opponents into the futsal is the same, so ending will be talked about more into a match. After it looked like referee Paul Turner did not recognize that the force certificate was supposed to instead when enforcing such enforcement, it might be too impulsive. A follow-up series to end it, and even if Mike Bailey was supposed to kick out, and what seems less likely is best for the referee to count the pinfall. Once anything else looks sloppy, for the talent into the company. Sergeant Bossman win was a good boost for his status. Was it too a little surprising given that it forced a whole syndicate to conflict to open the casino garlic. I just would be fun to see the two great collide for a bit before the assortment and titles to its people so still get involved into the match at some point. Sergeant Busman makes more sense as a force another champion as a man in the whole syndicate, but the casino garlic will likely have an unpredictable winner, and that has not been announced yet. So, in the winner of this match, Sergeant Busman. As before this match, speaking to Tony Siani, it paid a tribute to a wrestling legend, Bob Clyde. Agent of MVP song and commentary in Glue, Cusley, also forced with Busman playing with his food as people will. Sergeant in Mike Bates' sock hands actress at a bell has a show of respect. MVP got in the referee face about the near count, and it was refused to let the referee to lift such a Busman's hand in the eventually. So here's the next match. So we got some Moxley in color category against Owens Cassidy and Robert Strong. Wasn't last time it has Owens Cassidy, Robert Strong, WN, Kyle O'Reilly, and Mark Briscoe all defeating some Moxley in color category in Wheeler Huda and Daniel Garcia and Pac on Dynamite Buzz and Guts on November 12th. After of Korea category was an unstoppable force of Nestle is in this match. After a while, Moxley walked. He was pissed off, struggling to keep his cool. So also after the Swiss Cinnamon, he was knocked out for his squeeze and a scalpel uppercut. So Jeff Wallace Little was locked in a bulldog soak, and the referee called for the bell as Owens Cassidy was out cold. Difference in the comment, guys. After the Jeff Wallace attack, Owens Cassidy is strong. After the results, until Kyle O'Reilly arrived, and he got Moxley to tap out to his ankle lock again, and decided him for full gear, no holds barred match. After the adjusted of Moxley has been in custody Johnny Strong since his lose to WN and seemed like also lucky that his time with the Dead Bottles is reported coming to an end soon, and this match was not as strong theocracy as Sanjay Bossman against people my Bailey, but because it was quite strong and offended by storytelling into every asses career category and Moxley have at times and looked like one of the most dangerous tag teams, but Hill and they were completely on a different pace in a way that only another height the asses into Moxley need this win, and he got it in a way that is still going to force his own emphasis. He will almost cause it lose by submission hold to Kyle O'Reilly at full gear. Also, even when Moxley wins through, he won't be able to make and tap out, and that could still be what caused him ending with a group he built. So, anyway, on this match, so Moxley and Cardio category. I understand Blood and Guts that both crowds have understood the announcement getting under Moxley's skin with the "you tap out" scent ended up getting Garcia, and at the website help assist up Moxley to hit the strong with death bottles, but in their fault that almost constantly broke up. After the Swiss settlement looked wasn't annoyed that Moxley stole the win from him and getting Garcia and later heard a stomp on Kyle O'Reilly as he hit onto the ankle lock, but he refused. Into when they finally broke Moxley free, he was left leaping his leg. So here's the next match. So we got Women's World Tag Team Tournament. We have Timeless Love Bombs taking on against Alex Winslow and Riho. As of last time in Athens, Alex Winslow and Riho are defeating MAYA World and Hannah on the closing on November 15th. After of Timeless, Tony Storm and Mia Sakura with Chris Denango and Red Nightingale, Harley Cameron and Sammy Hero lost to Mickey Bain and Mia Saville. After of Mercedes Monet in the Triangle of Madness on Dynamite, Blood and Guts on November 12th. So, let's see after a wild back and forth tag team showcase. After of Mini Sakura and Tony Storm hit a heavy attacks on Alex Winslow and Riho across the ring, followed by a Storm Zero on Alex Winslow for the victory. And this was a just rifle contest that highlights the tag team chemistry of both teams. About it was not as heated as the Pacific quarterfinals classes. This was all about the fun dynamics between the women's. So, Alex Winslow and Charlie Storm have already built someone's story in Ghetto, in a short time. As you see, is one of the few women that can match the topless one's freak. Into mini-sacred and Riho are also great points of the ring, and they both made each other look better throughout their personal back and forth. And this was the most results of the tournament has a topless love bombs or two, credible 18 to lose in the fourth round. So Tony Storm and Minnesota State Khan has the most favorites in this tournament, but it ugly all inclusion with Megan Bang and Minnesota in the semifinals will be more too unpredictable. So, and the winner of this match, Tony Storm and Minnesota. So, Tony Storm and Minnesota came out with new team music and a equal sensory drill and dance for their entrance. It was the strongest, so on why they should be the fourth women's tag champions. After Minnesota caught Riho in a figure four late lock, and Tony Storm and Alex Winslow took 27 moves in order to assist the puzzle and they started brawling. After opening, Piquet announced that the four teams in the semifinals will collide at full gear in a full corners match with the winner pursues the stipulation for the next tournament match. So, they got him and Adam Page against Casey Sabata. After last time, and after him and Adam Page was undefeated Powerhouse Hobbs on Dynamite Buzz & Guts on November 12th. After when Casey Sabata with Simone and Hobbs was rival undefeated the World Trade Championship against him and Page, Eddie Kingston, and Hook on Dynamite on November 5th. Page has survived the most recent toxic of Sabana slip out the arrested angle locked with his boot coming free and then to connect on a box shot to the win. Afterward has Dynamite just to all the closing. Heyman knocked out Sabana Marie kick between the legs. After he and then to warning to Samoa Joe that he was alone and facing a man to wanting to go to any leap to win again inside a steel cage. So, and this was an exciting TV main event. Class has Sabana plus the babyface team with physical offensive toxics. It was the best view. The fans have gone off. Also, the wrestler has a hair in AEW, and he made the most of that opportunity to show his sense of crossing skirting a win from AEW top man. So, I was at some point letting these two go at with the bigger stakes and more time on pay-per-view will be worth the price and admissions. As for now, The goal is to assert that only the Samoan submission machine even has a chance against him until he will need some help at this point. Samoan Soul was agreed on commentary tonight to continue to assert his confidence into the face of Heyman threats and Wallet Level and just calling a champion and winner on this match, Heyman Adam Page. Samoan was trying out his best evil laugh and made at Brian Dennison on commentary throughout this match. After of Sabana, and he kicked Heyman low into the corner. He was arguing it was only a kick, just another TXICH, and he followed by with an uppercut low blow behind the referee back. After of Heyman, and somehow the thing last knocked that the boot out of Sabana's hands and called it the cowboy funny to do to so what he wants did was Diglin inside a staircase with Samoan plus him. So here's the next match. We have Women's World Tag Team Tournament. Tennessee against Megan Bang and Mina Saville. After up last time in Athens, Megan Bang and Mina Saville, Mercedes Moné is a Tangle of Madness, all defeating the Timeless Love Bombs, Babes of Wrath, Christian Angel, Sammy Hill, on Dynamite Boxing Guts on November 12th, NSA and Tim Milo, all defeating MAYA, Ward, and Hannah, on the closing on November 8th. Tennessee started very early advice giving Megan Bang and Seville on their toes in this match. After, however, they could not outmatch their dangerous opponents, and Seville saved Megan Bang from the Queen Slitter and locked in the mother's milk on Inna was a victory. Afterwards, the Topless Love Bombs put on the Tiny Twan to promise victory at Full Gear in their semifinals class. Wasn't even when this was competitive, it could hardly mess up just a high ball and set by the rest of the quarterfinals. I want to tell you say maybe AEW longest dating women's tag team that we never quote in a full Sonic in this contest a sloppy audience to the stretch. I just said Asa's claim down has a huge took all in making Bang and Seville were giving to Tennessee deposit their strong focus. It was not exclusive to the finish did feel funny and emotive, and yes, it was a right move. I thought a full story after the tournament. Tennessee on paper should have made it a full, but Maggie Bang and Sophia were not. Doesn't just already spoken thanks to their heat with Thomas, Tony Storm, and Miss Sakura. Maggie Bang and Sophia come off as the most dangerous team into the tournament through the Thomas bombs. Love bombs will still go in the favorites in their class. And the winner of this match means a view and Mickey Bang. So, after a Poppy Ford continues to come out with Mickey Bang has support, hopefully this indicates whole a full recovery is going smoothly. Yes, he will be back in good time. After a Seuss Robinson Austin Gunn talked up deal $200,000 match at Full Gear as Seuss wasn't with the money onto a line. Mondale and FTR are both earned their final was before Full Gear. So we have a double silverly match. We got Cassius Okada against MASCARA and Tabata. So also last time in Athens, Cassius Okada and Kosuke Chisade are defeated a claim on the collision on November 4th. After Masakata and Tabata lost to Mondale in his all-weights World Championship silence on the collision on November 4th. Okada weighed it down and tried to 12 the fight until commentary was worried about Seth Messenger's health, so Rainmaker to the win with Chisade wrangling followed by Seth Rainmaker. After of Don Callis announced that Okada weighed his scale and Chisade will silence CMLL World Trios Champions Air Sky Team Andrade Mexico and NEON at Full Gear the Tailgate Ball. The music was exciting class of styles of battle, even with some middle mishaps in the others that countless style of Andrade. After that Rainmaker played his role, the steering wheel in those moments. After giving the heat, while Andrade picked back up to the piece, it was not the same level as his territory against the legendary is the upper audio in the EU, but it was still a strong match during a great night of Athens. And the results was always going to be, but this was a great way to quickly set up a CMLL World Trio Championship match while entering the easy between Okada and Chisade. So, in the winner of this match, Cassius Okada. Okada and has Safari Star, Connor Foster, and Mark Briscoe. It seems a final was at past days before Okada and when his good attack, second from behind the Rainmaker to continue to seal Connor Foster on his father's star. Okada, good idea. After of Don Callis, and so in commentary still comes Brian Dennison had never wrestled with his skill on into the match. After the Rainmaker enjoyed it by standing outside the ring to breaking set the count by stepping away from the door. After a Kazuya Okada saw his wasn't agile announcement Cody upset that he had a team up with decided again. So here's the main event for tonight's. So here's the next match. So we have all the weights, women's World TV Championship. Against Ray Fournette against Mercedes Moné. After last time in Athens, Mercedes Moné has competed in the women's Blood and Guts on Dynamite Blood and Guts on November 12th, when Fournette lost to Thomas Tony Stone in a pulling ground match on Dynamite of back in February and sold last year since 2024. After Money seemed to insert the arm of very funny in this contest is that CEO took a father still when Fournette fought back, knowing classic money lacking. However, the CEO pointed to pull out a big surprise new ribbon in her, nothing pointing her opponent, also top rope for a long ball to a win. After of Chris Stenangel is the CEO, it seems was after World Money Basketball with in large in the Demi Michael was a five tap out days before for Gill. And Money and Ray Fournette click nothing in this match, making the most of a still hot Boston crowd to deliver asses with lovely of this main event spotlight. So, after it was sparkly and positive that and they built so much heat. After of currently in this contest in AEW, so Bossy reversed this contest down the line in her fourth match, back from Italy in her fourth AEW match, says earlier last year, 2024, mostly working for all rates, wasn't before her Italy and Red Fournette, and so why she needs plenty more to opportunities. And she could not ask for a better spotlight for the end of her all eights women's World TV championship ring if she could quickly go right agile all eights women's World Championship from here. Agile with that is not the plan, she should be punished right back onto AEW TV medical results. Agile wasn't, but it was the right shoes. The same is true at Full Gear on Sunday must and will very likely win as a pay-per-view. So, in the winner of this match, Mercedes Moné. AEW is a high package for Chris Stenangel against Mercedes Moné at Full Gear on inside night. After Chris Stenangel showing in commentary and talked down to Moné. Also lack of focus showing how much tape she has to stay ahead of Full Gear. The two women's learning came to blows before the bell could ring. The hometown Boston club was fully behind the CEO, while the CEO to wait for it into the award ceremony. At the women's side, after of Chris Stenangel distracted the referee, it was setting up and just like Eddie Guerrero spotted fake DQ threat. After Chris Stenangel helped carry a design ran from it up to the ramp after the lose a lot of money to celebrate with the crowd. So thank you for watching this on AEW Dynamite Amy Closing reviews tonight. So let's go to my YouTube, give me a poll for the night. Give me more minute here. So that 88% like it so tonight, 2% is alright, and 12% didn't like it. So let's go to my ace poll. Give me 1 minute here. So if you like tonight, so on AEW Dynamite, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up for this review. So let me see here. So I got 7% liked it, 6% is alright, and 6% didn't like it. So thank you for signing here just right now. So let's go see a few more notes here. Any more updates here. So we have 4-way tag at this Saturday. So this is gonna be good match. Let me see here. It's Casey Part 2. Let me see. So we got 1 week into this is Dynamite knockout. Wilson again. Son and Grace. Between about 3 hours. So I like Harley Cameron. She's my favorite female wrestler. She is. She has a good athlete and ethic. She has done for about a year or so. The base of Wrath. We haven't heard from Stigum since we haven't seen him since after his injury and full recovery. Let me see. Speak about my baby turns out 1 hour. He said, I'm alive. Such a blessing is a lesson. I'm disappointed. I won't be number 2, but I can get away at the casino. Garlic, bottle water for the AEW announcer championship at 884 Gill. I always keep fighting because Sesby is always thank you for your and support. So let me see here. Oh yeah, there's more to announce that MLB Baseball has a form of new 3-year media rights agreements with Netflix, NBC, Universal, and ESPN. I just agreements with covered rights for the 2026 and 2028 MLB season mark the return of NBC to regulate early on MLB games on its broadcast network for the first time in 26 years. From a documentaries to live baseball event for the first time, and we're excited MLB on ESPN long-term membership to 79 content seasons. It's now on Netflix. Just a news you do. So this was really good to have this. So thank you for joining here for tonight, and I will be back here on this Friday at Friday Night SmackDown, and I'll see you guys on this Saturday for A84 Gil, just coming this Saturday. So following next week, we have 2 more weeks for next week. Hold on. So next week we have Monday Night Raw on November 24th and then on 26th for Thanksgiving. So next week on 26th, I had to let you guys know I had a special announce next week. So just let you know for next week. So I'm going to wrap this up right here tonight on AEW Dynamite. So have it Wrestling Wednesday. Have it Wrestling Week. You might see you guys on Friday on SmackDown on Friday. And you might see you guys on Saturday as well. And be special announced in 2 weeks for next week. So just let you guys know. And if you want to listen, and there's info on YouTube as well and included. So have a Wrestling Wednesday. Have a great night. And get one schedule occupied Spotify Radio, podcast, anything you so much more. So have a Wrestling Wednesday. Second this time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.